watch Luka in this game, you can tell in that first half it was a lot of emotions. When's the last time you ever seen Luka shoot a ball off the side of the backboard? When's the last time you seen Luka shoot a clanker off the backboard? But the thing about Luka, though, he is such a guy who can read the game. He reads the game better than anybody. The way he can, hesitate. And I tell people all the time, Luka is not athletic at all. And most guys are used to playing athletic people. I'm like, this dude been in the league 6 years. But everybody keeps leaving their feet as he slow-mo's it through the paint and finds someone open. The guy's just, his vision, though. I know we talk about his ability to score, but I think his vision might be better than his scoring ability.
We talked about it on Saturday, and we talked about it in the pregame. And don't sleep on his defense. He added an additional 3 steals tonight and an additional 2 blocks. Doing it on both ends, very locked in. Hold your thoughts, because we're going to go back downtown. Austin Reaves is with Mike Trudell.
All right, Austin, what did you guys do down this stretch there to pull away and seal this game?
We just connected as a group. We realized we didn't play very good tonight. And, last 4 minutes, I think it was tied at 91 at one point. And we were like, you got to win the game, regardless of how the first, 3 quarters have went. You got to lock in and win the game.
You've been in a lot of these situations with LeBron James, right, where you kind of know what to do with each other. Tonight, Luka comes in and obviously adds a whole other element. What did you see from him down the stretch?
Yeah, he made some huge plays down the stretch, passing the ball to Bron. He was incredible tonight. We got to continue to grow, that relationship with the whole unit. But it's always good to win.
What was it like for you going against Max Christie? I know you guys got tight. AD is on the bench and just all the kind of emotion in the building.
Yeah, it's great. I love those 2 guys. We spent a lot of time together. We went to war together many a times, and I've nothing but love and respect for those guys. I want to see them be successful.
Austin Reaves! As Jackson Days goes by, last one for you, Austin. You guys are playing some pretty good basketball now for an extended period of time. What's your level of confidence as you move forward into the close of the season here?
Very confident. I don't think we're anywhere near what we can be. We got to continue to grow every day. So we'll continue to do that and, see where it takes us.
Thanks for the time, man.
Thank you.
That growth mindset, as Austin just mentioned, the Lakers with 26 games left. You love to see that. And speaking of Austin, Brez, I'm going to come to you for your thoughts. But just to add to it, many people wondered if the Lakers have kind of a big 3 now, as we saw on Saturday. We see it again. LeBron and Austin both combining for 47. Austin had 25 and 3, got to the free throw line as he's done a lot lately. Braun adding 27 and 12 of his own alongside that 81st triple-double of Luka Doncic.
Yeah, you got to like that graphic right there. Everything on the screen is jiving with you if you're a Laker fan. And it's funny. This game had the feel of like an early May game, like a second-round playoff type of sensation. And James, as you can attest, it seemed like a really fun game to be at. It was definitely a fun game to watch. The energy was there. I kind of wish AD had played just to add even more energy. Maybe then it would feel like a conference championship game. I will say, though, the Lakers have been maligned about the rebounding all season long. They're 27th in offensive rebounding. What happened in the last few minutes? Dorian Finney-Smith, offensive rebound, put back. LeBron, offensive rebound, put back. So maybe they're starting to score in ways that people didn't think they could without Anthony Davis. I'm impressed by what they did tonight.
Speaking of the rebounds, a season-high 57.
There you go.
For the Lakers, and you saw a lot of timely ones down the stretch. What are your thoughts on just the big 3 of them being able to come together?
I just think rebounding by committee is the way to go. And without AD now, they're going to have to do that. Dodo, Vanderbilt, Rui, I think, is starting to be playing bully ball. He's an enforcer, physical. Even the guards have to get back in there. So I think, is the big 3. And the rest of the supporting cast, they can do it by committee. That's what it's going to take. Because they don't really have that rim protector either, or someone who could get a lot of offensive rebounds. So I like the way they've been scrapping of late. That Denver game showed me that they can get it done, with a relatively small lineup, with wingspan and guys like Vanderbilt and Smith and guys like that and Rui. They're very versatile like that, and it can be physical at the same time.
I do want to go back to that Clipper game because at the end of that 6-game road trip, it was obviously the first time after the trade had happened, and JJ had mentioned that he didn't think it would take long, particularly for LBJ and Luka, to find cohesion and be able to play well alongside one another, Rob, out there on the floor. But what have you seen that's allowed even Austin to be in the mix?
I think if you watch, the guys aren't selfish. You watch Luka. Luka, I think, has learned from Kyrie that he doesn't have to bring it up all the time. So that has crossed over to the Lakers because he'd give it up to LeBron. He'll get up to Austin. And since he's doing that, even LeBron and Austin would do that. Because you notice that Austin was in the game with no Luka before he got here. There was a lot of Austin Reaves bringing the ball up. There's a lot of LBJ bringing it up. So I'm liking the fact that they're sharing the point guard spot. Because when you share, that makes everybody better. That makes a lot of people involved because each guy does something a little bit different than the other guy.
Yeah, you know how many assists LeBron had going into the fourth quarter? 1. And it's exactly to your point, Rob. He's allowed to play off the ball a lot more, conserve some energy, James, by not having to be a primary ball handler. I think that's going to serve him well as we get further and further into the season. We keep talking about it. This murderous March schedule coming up, 17 games in 31 days. It's a good thing that LeBron, he doesn't have to get 10 assists, 12 assists, ton of rebounds, 31 points every night. It's a way of easing him into games if he wants to. He was definitely great in that fourth quarter tonight, Allie.
Speaking of easing in, he finished with 27. He had 16 in the fourth. Again, we talk a lot about passing the baton. We just heard LeBron say the other night, for this team to go to where they want to go to, Luka has to have the ball in his hands.
Yes.
Are we watching it happen right before us?
I think LeBron is so smart, and he's also trying to prolong his career, if there's such a thing. But the beauty of, taking the ball out of LeBron's hands, and sometimes they would give it to Austin, and they would try to get physical with him, make him exert more energy than he would have to at that position. It's hard to speed Austin up, but they could at times, get physical with him. With Luka, you're not going to speed him up. He's going to take a big, deep breath, and it's good for the rest of the team to get settled because he's going to take his time. Everybody else will get in position, and then he's going to go at his own pace, which is usually like a snail. He gets that pump fake, and, it's so good at it that he gets you in the air or he gets you, off center. And next thing you know, he's just waltzing in for something easy or making a dynamic pass or something. So it's good that with Luka having the ball, you can just decompress. Can't speed him up.
I'm a little upset at the three of you because you said, it's like right now, you guys are on the show all the time. This is the big three. But there's a big four. I'm like RH. There's a big four. We don't talk about RH. And I ain't talking about this RH. I'm talking about Rui. You just mentioned him to me. He be playing bully ball. Tonight he had 15 points. He was the best on the team in a plus 19. But yet y'all forget about RH.
Why are you upset with us?
Yeah, no one forgot. Take one to no one.
Everybody giving Rui his credit. I just said the guy played bully ball.
RH gets forgotten about.
You want to play bad cop, don't you?
Everyone wants to star in their role. Needs to star in their role. Thank you, big game.
Hey, he was a plus 19. Give him his due. Hey, stat guy, talk about it more.
What's not to like about Rui? He's been so good over the last month. He's the guy more than anyone else.
Bad cop so bad.
He's the guy more than anyone else, I think, who's really picked up that scoring slack without AD. He had a nice basket down low as well, not just a putback, but a nice little pass. I think LeBron set him up. So they're getting points in the paint without AD.
Giving LeBron the credit.
You love Rui so much that you took him for, oh, no, you didn't. You didn't take him for take your shot. That's right. Here's a fun stat before we go to the highlight. How about this? The Lakers are 16-12 versus teams above 500, including 8 straight versus teams.
Yeah, it's good.
They weren't so good at that earlier.
We like that, unlike Rob's attitude going on right now. Let's check out the highlight of this one. It is a fun one.